Well, hello everyone. Just going to do another little history video, kind of going through my Silver Eagle collection here. And I'm up to 1996. I'm going to do 1996 and 1997 together. So here's the your kind of standard stuff. Although those are my two proofs, I'll just go through that. That's my bullion right there. That's a 1996, which I believe is still the lowest production bullion. That was 3.6 million they made of that. So that's, I guess that's relatively low. That's pretty low, I guess. Well, 3.6 million, but those are made in West Point and San Francisco. There's no really way to tell, of course, unless it's graded and it has the mint attribution to it, but that's just 96. Mine has a little bit of a toning right there along the bottom edge. It's not bad. It's in pretty decent shape, I guess. So 96, and then the 96 proof, they made about 500,000 of that. So that's still Philadelphia. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to be able to get to that easy, but that's kind of right in the heart of the Philadelphia years, right there through the most of the 90s. Philadelphia made the proof, so everyone thinks it's kind of a big deal now, but back in the 90s it wasn't such a big deal. And the boxing, the government packaging, just kind of standard like the previous year. I think that's when that changed to the black box and that style COA that actually had been made for a few years. And then again, nothing too exciting. It's my 97 bullion right there is in decent shape. I've got one decent one for every year. So that's my 97 bullion, and then the 97, again, Philadelphia proof. So there's that. But I do have a couple interesting things, being kind of a completist. I got some interesting 1997 stuff I'll show you. I'll probably have to restart my video, but hopefully that works out okay. But yeah, that guy right there, I'll shut you off right now and get that thing out of the box. Oh, and I should have mentioned, since I looked it up and everything, on production on the bullion, it went up. It was again, it was 3.6 million roughly in 96, and then in 97 it went up to 4.3 million. So a few more of those made. But then oddly enough, the proof version went down. It was about 500,000-ish in 1996. In 1997, just the normal proof version like that went down to about 440,000. So the bullion went up and the proof went down. So there's that. Now the next thing I'm going to show you, I'll probably have to do this in a couple different things too. What I wanted to show you next is this thing right here. And this is another one. It's kind of rare. I would say it strikes me as being a lot like the Philadelphia set. Not really a lot of people. You got to be in your Eagles if you know about a few of these sets. But by golly, I found out about it and had to have it, so here I am. But yeah, 1997 Impressions of Liberty set. So that's the outer sleeve, and that's a COA. I'll get into that a little bit later. My outer box is kind of beat up, but that's all right. That's the inner box right there. And again, I'll shut you off and get this thing out totally, but I think I can do this without messing anything up. Look at this thing. This is just... they went way over the top. So this is like, it reminds me of what? One of those, what's that kind of whiskey that they have those little blue bags for? The name escapes me right now. But yeah, it's like that. It's like a little felt baggy sort of thing with that stitched right in there. So it is really beautifully done. So I'll stop the video here again and get it out of this bag, since I don't want to sit here and fumble around with the phone taking it out. So I'll stop right here. Here we go, Impressions of Liberty set. I guess I get that out of the way. So there's the bag. Crown Royal is the whiskey I was trying to think of, where that bag is every bit as nice as that Crown Royal bag. But yeah, that's really fancy with the stitching on there. The one thing I notice, I'm always discovering new things, I guess. Look at this. Even the box, look at that. It's not just a plain box. They had to have the flocking sort of fuzzy stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen flocking inside the box, but yeah, they were really doing it up. So I keep wanting to turn the camera sideways. But yeah, here it is. There's nothing on the outer box, but yeah, this is like really, I don't know what kind of wood that is. Nice and hinged and everything. So here we go. You got the little pad on there. I'll show you this stuff a little bit, but yeah, they just really went overboard on the OGP on this little felt thing. I had opened it up earlier just to make sure. They've just got like these little sort of divots in there. It doesn't really hold them. It's nice for display. You can move them around and everything. But okay, 1997 Impressions of Liberty set. It was the first year for the Platinum Eagle, so you got one of those in it, and then a 1 ounce, and that's 1 ounce. Those are available in fractional sizes as well, but 1 ounce is the biggest one. And then a 1 ounce Gold Eagle, and then an American Silver Eagle. The thing is, this Silver Eagle, of course, is just a P. It's just like the one I showed you in the box. Oops, get her the right way here. It's just your normal. So there's no way you can really tell where that came from unless you got it somehow certified, like you sent it in for grading, sealed in the box. Maybe you could get that. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Impressions of Liberty Silver Eagle or not, but I just like having my whole sets anyways. I know that's why would someone do that? Why would someone swap it out? And then the Gold Eagle, and that's the P mint mark, of course, American Eagle, and these other 2 coins in the set are W mints. But yep, got the 1 ounce Gold Eagle in there. And then this, if you've never seen one of these, the first year they changed the reverse a lot, but this is the first year. So there's the obverse of it. You ready for this? Look at that. Isn't that? See, I'll get in close here. That is one of the nicest reverses I've ever seen. That is just beautiful, I think. They did do that again. I think it was on the 10th anniversary of the Platinum Eagle reverse. At some point, I think they did repeat that. But no, they would go through different themes on the back every year. And also at the time this was released, that was the highest denomination, $100. That was the highest denomination. I think they've equaled that with some other releases, but at that time that was the highest denomination. So yeah, this was it's kind of a big deal set. To me it is. I mean, if you're really into Eagles. So people think, serial numbered and like that is a big deal, but let me show you that. That is serial numbered. Okay, so I've got number 1827 right there. So that's kind of the set. Let's kind of put that over here. But then here's the COA, which is, I'll kind of make it so you can, if you want to look at it and read it. So there it is if you want to stop the video and read that if you want to. But the U.S. Mint Director, Philip Deal, that's hand signed. That guy got writer's cramp. So he signed. These are all numbered and signed. So it's really kind of a cool thing. Let's kind of go through it. I thought, oh yes, it is. And so it is serial numbered. The COA is serial numbered. So 1827. Again, I will. If anyone does want to stop the video and read this stuff, I don't know if you want to or not. But yeah, the inaugural issue, Platinum Eagle. And then it was limited to 5,000 sets, so that it's pretty darn limited the way it was. And I wrote it down somewhere. Got to have my cheat sheet, right? Where is it? 4,965 is how many they actually made. So they fell 35 short for whatever reason. Mine did take a little bit of damage right there somehow. But yeah, all matchy, and the so I think it's really a cool set to have. Again, I really like the wooden box and everything like that. Is just so nice the way they put it together. Probably about the nicest. Right up there anyways, right up there with some of the nicest mint packaging you're going to find. Just really done nice. Oh, original price on it was, well, just under 15. It was 1,499 was the price on that when it came out. I guess that's all I need to talk about on that one. I've got one other thing to show you yet. Oh, one last thing in 97. What else? Who else is going to come up with all these oddities to show you? But I do like having every set I can find that has an American Silver Eagle in it. And this is the first one where the Royal Mint included one. So this, again, is 1997. You see it's called Symbols of Freedom is what they called it. It's another one. It's really a rare set. You really got to be into your Silver Eagles to have this thing. Only 1,500, am I right on that? 1,500 sets. That's all they made of this thing. So you got the Silver Eagle, and it's the same situation as, sure. I'm unedited, folks, in case you know that. Here, look at the back of my ugly hand here for a minute. Jeez, did not want to come out. So it's, again, it's 1997, just a Philadelphia, just like you've seen on the previous two sets, the one in the clamshell and the one in the Impressions of Liberty set. So there's that. I mean, you can't tell it was in that set unless there's some way to send it in sealed in the box, I guess. And then the other one is a £1 coin, as they call it, in jolly old England. That is 925 sterling, and that was pretty exclusive. I'll show you that too. Put them back in there and pull the COA out. So if you want to just kind of take a look at that, again, if you want to stop the video and look at it. And then the COA, it's kind of nice. It got the Union Jack over here and the American flag in the background. So it just kind of explains the two coins, if you want to look at that. And then the back, it also has some pretty interesting information on it. The one thing I found out, issue limit on that £1 coin is 30,000. I got it written down, 20,137. So 20,137 total, not for this set, total. 1,500 of them, made it into this set. But so that's pretty rare. It's rarer than a 95W and a 19, right? A 19S enhanced reverse proof, 20,000. But I guess if you're unless you collect those coins, I guess it doesn't really. I don't know if that means that it's really that sought after or not. But there it is, and then you will notice right there, only 1,500 of the sets were made. So it's a pretty rare set. Glad I got it. It didn't cost as much as a lot of the sets. It was pricey enough, put it that way, but not as bad as some of the Silver Eagle sets that I have, of course. But it's just, let's see if I can. I'll show you the lid of it right there, if you can read that, so you can kind of see what that looks like too. All right, well, I'll get this stuff all put to bed and get this video put out, and hope you enjoy it. There'll be more to come. I got plenty more stuff to show you. Okay, take care, everyone.